Kaboom! Chapter 3. Superstition. Okay. That tarot card again. There's this big thing of foreboding about this game. There's something going on in the background, and it's hard to know what it is. It's quite good, actually. The morning sun declared the arrival of a new day, and woke me from my vivid dreams. Memories of my home, enclosed within the tower perimeter wall, raced through my head. The peaceful landscape outside the apartment window stood in defiance of these old thoughts. Rolling hills and blue sky were familiar to me now, and the purity of the sight gave me hope. God, always early start. Yo, Sebastian, please come with me. What's going on? You sound serious. The chief will explain everything once we arrive. Okay. Your chief, Ushio's here. Yes, I am. Thanks, Sebastian. You can deal with the situation here while I talk to Ushio, can you? No problem. I've got some really bad news. How bad is really? What's up? You know Anna, right? I've met her, yeah. I don't know how to say this. Oh yeah. These few words were enough. Dread sank in, and I already knew. Don't. I ignored his words and walked past him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh! Oh. Well, I didn't like her anyway, so, you know. When I turned the corner, there was no mistaking her. Anna was haphazardly covered by a sheet, leaving her tail and blood-stained hand exposed. In the end, she didn't even deserve full discretion. Are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I'm fine. Let's get this over with. Bryce nodded. There's more bad news. The blood we found on the first victim in town matches the DNA evidence found on the second victim at the power facility. Furthermore, the murder weapon and method appear to be the same across all three victims. That's going to be a big problem for you. Why is that? Because with these three murders, Reza now qualifies as a serial killer. We won't be able to keep this whole thing quiet for much longer. Higher authorities, including the ministry in charge of your whole visit, will know about this soon. I have no idea what will happen once they do. I'm not sure what to say. I don't want to worry you, but we can be sure that action will be taken soon. I've been considering this possibility for a while, and think it might be best if you went back to your own world for now. What? This way we can take action before the ministry does, and before this all becomes public. If we wait, we don't know what they'll do or how the public will react. With everything going on, it's too dangerous for you to stay here. No. No. This would be the worst possible time for me to leave. We've given up our PDAs and hardly have anything to show for it. We are owed several more generators, and let's not forget that Reza is still missing. These are all bad reasons. Okay. If I leave now, the only thing I will return home with is my life. I'll have lost everything else. We need those generators, Bryce. I've got no idea if your authorities will continue to uphold our deal, or what they do to Reza, but I'm not leaving until this is over. If that's your decision, then so be it. Anyway, let's get back on track. I called you here for a reason. In addition to the murder, several things were stolen. Among them, your PDA's batteries and some components used to build generators. Does that ring any bells? Not really. Reza might have some knowledge of electronics, but I doubt he has enough to assemble one of your generators, even if he had the parts. Strange. Even so, it's fair to assume Reza's involvement at this point. No one else has a greater motive to steal the PDAs, especially after what happened between him and Maverick. Unless someone wanted to frame Reza in order to sabotage the whole operation. Do you really believe that? Hey, I'm just saying it's possible. I'll shelf that idea under possible but unlikely. Fair enough. Your chief, are we done? Pretty much. Why do you ask? We just got a message from the higher ups. You and Ushio are to report to the Ministry of Culture and Arts immediately. As in right now. That's normally what immediately leads. Yeah, apparently. Alright, what's going on? To be frank, I don't know. This is an extraordinary situation, and now that it's getting out of hand, they must want to address it. Maybe it's not going to be a big deal. Maybe they're going to throw a surprise party. It's the worst possibility. It's not going to be good. If you expect the worst, at least you won't be disappointed. Sebastian, you can finish up and go to the ministry when you're done. We'll probably have to make some arrangements after the meeting. Sure thing, Chief. Let's go, shall we? It's not like we got a choice. That's fair enough. Okay. Now where are we? Who's that? I've got no idea who that is. Emma. Oh, she's the one who works in the library. Quicker than I expected. I wouldn't have minded waiting out here a little longer. Greetings, Minister. What's up? Shall we go inside for our official business? Can't we have a casual chat outside? No, I've got everything I need right here. It gets so stuffy inside on hot days, my assistant doesn't seem to mind, but I prefer the fresh air. I'd rather stay right here, unless you have any objections. No problem. I see, well, I know I haven't exactly been up to date in regards to Reese's sudden disappearance, but to get the message today that he's a confirmed serial killer was quite shocking, no shit. Frankly, I'm curious as to why the facts of this case have been withheld from me for so long. Simply because they weren't within your jurisdiction, the murders were strictly a police matter. Only with the amount of new evidence, namely the DNA and blood we found, and these 3 murders are now being linked together, and to him, did your ministry have to become involved. I see, so Reese's involvement is now undeniable. I'm afraid so. Is it? Is it really? Okay. Facts are nothing to be afraid of, though in light of all this, I'm starting to worry about my personal safety. With our thick hides, I don't think our species has much to fear if we consider the murder weapon. Speak for yourself. You don't think of someone of my standing needs protection? Oh, for sure, but if you're worried about your personal safety, we can look into an escort for you. Good, considering all the murders that took place during the night, I'll certainly need it. Long days are endemic in my line of work. But that's enough about myself. We now face the question of what can be done about Reza and me. No, I'm good. Minister, we continue our hunt for Reza every day. As a matter of fact, Ushia has been helping us to do so for a while now. Yeah, I have. One human a murderer, another a detective. Interesting. And how do we know Ushia isn't following a similar plan to Reza's, whatever that may be? I don't know, he got me drunk and I didn't say anything weird. Similar concerns were levelled at Reza's escort Maverick. It was his overreaction that caused Reza to run away in the first place. Let the human talk. Alright. Call me by my name. Alright, enlighten me. You and Reza came here on the same mission and the situation has escalated beyond our expectations. What you tell me now will determine the actions I'll take on this matter. Maybe you should start by telling me your side of the events from the beginning. Reza was fine during his early days here. Things only went wrong after you arrived. I opened my mouth, but Bryce spoke first, determined to defend me. Bryce got my back. Arguably, the problems that caused all this were apparent even then. How's that? Maverick suspected Reza of planning something, but I didn't think he had a case. Well, did he? No. What he had was a suspicion. The night he followed Reza, he found both him and Ushio at the portal. The humans intended to send one of their promised generators through, but there was a confrontation that ended in both Maverick and Ushio wounded, and Reza running away. Reza's been missing ever since. I've read the reports already, Chief. The question is, did Maverick cause this, or did he just fail to prevent it? I have no way of knowing that, Minister. You just mentioned your apparent knowledge of problems back then. Problems may not have been the right word. Let's just say Maverick's attitude was not helpful during that encounter. Why did you choose Maverick as his escort in the first place? Protection for the human ambassador was my greatest concern when I made that decision, and Maverick was the most capable individual in that regard. Well, that worked out nicely, didn't it? Wow, she's a snarky one, isn't she? You also seem to think that Maverick shouldn't have remained Reza's escort. Is that true? Yes, had I paid more attention to the warning signs, this situation may have been avoided. So you accept responsibility? Oh, it's gone quiet. Oh shit. Yes? Oh man. I see. Let's get back to me. Reza was your partner in humanity's mission to come to this world. His list of criminal activities not only includes murder, but also theft of generators, electronic components, and the PDAs your people gave to us. I understand why Bryce would reason that you could help the investigation, but we have no other choice but to be suspicious of Reza's partner. What was your motivation when you agreed to help us? It's my best bet of finding the truth. I thought Reza's involvement was undeniable at this point. That may be true, but we still don't have the whole picture. We won't know if others are involved or his reasons. I just want to know why. Well, after reading up on the whole situation and hearing your both accounts, I believe that Ushio is trustworthy. Bonus! Nevertheless, I think I represent a risk. Why? After this meeting, I will hold a press conference to inform the public of the current situation. The people must know of the danger posed by Riza. No matter what Bryce and I think about your involvement, the public could feel differently. You, me and Bryce will have to face the backlash of resulting from this information becoming public, and what's more, I might be in real danger as well. Riza himself might come to silence you once he learns you are helping us, or consider the public uproar from those that would question your involvement. All things considered, it would be best if you return to your own world until the situation has been resolved. I came to the very same conclusion, Minister. Yeah, he did, and I said no. I'm gonna stay. With your support, this is what shall be done. Please don't send me. You don't agree? If you send me back now, this diplomatic relationship is over. I have to admit defeat to humanity. There's no way I can return without your generators, our PDAs, or Riza. Maybe you could explain to them what a great choice of an ambassador Riza was. Yeah, it's true, it is his fault. But I was his partner, so in a way, he's my responsibility. I can't just go back like this. I'm afraid that's not enough. It certainly doesn't outweigh our reasons for sending you home. Just let me explain, I'll tell you everything.